Today's episode, buyer's consultation. Why is that a good thing? Why should buyers get a consultation with you before they start looking?
And I don't want this to sound salesy, but the buyer's consultation, as explained by us to our customers, this is your opportunity to ask as many questions as you'd like about the process, what it entails, what is needed, how it goes, or just to clear up things that you've seen online and want some clarity on. We try to dispel myths at this time if we can.
Like what myth? Name me one.
In order to buy a home, you need 20% down.
Yeah.
In order to buy a home, you need to have perfect credit. If you want to buy a home and you want to fix it, you need to have saved all that money yourself. Or if you want to buy a home, you need to have all your money saved. There are assistance programs that some people aren't aware of. So this is a chance for us to go all the way back to, I like to say, as if this person just said, I think I want to buy a home. And by the end of this consultation, you'll at least have an idea of what it'll take. You'll know if you kind of need to step back and maybe get your ducks in a row. But like I tell everyone, we're not going anywhere. I've been doing this now since 2005. I'm not leaving. So it doesn't matter if you think you need time to save money, time to clean your credit, more time to review the area. The best way to get a good idea of where you are and what you'd like to do, actually sit down and let's have a lender pull your credit and review your finances. What that's going to tell us is if there's anything that needs to be addressed or improved with your credit, which can only help us as we go throughout the process. It's also going to tell us what number you can afford, and then we can then have a healthy conversation about what you can afford versus where you're comfortable.
What's the difference?
Well, on paper, you could qualify for said number, but the monthly payment at that number might not be comfortable for when you take a look at your monthly budget. And we want you to be comfortable. The last thing we want you to do is reach far when it comes to getting approved to buy a home. We don't want you to be nervous about the mortgage payment. We want you to feel like I paid the mortgage, I paid my other bills, and ideally I've set some additional money aside for rainy day. That's when we know you're kind of in your sweet spot because you're not worried about it. It's something you're very comfortable taking to take care of. And you had asked me just before we started this, have I ever had one that's gone wrong? I don't know if I would use the word wrong or I would say that it went bad, but I've definitely had situations where in talking with someone about buying a home, as soon as we say the word buyer's consultation, it's like the hair stands up on the back of their neck.
It's almost like, hey, you're trying to commit me to something. Right. You're going to make me sign something, aren't you?
Right. And, what happens is you end up asking all those questions throughout the process, but you're not retaining the information in the same way because now you're live and direct and it's real, right? So sometimes this is a nervousness thing that you're going through. Whereas had we talked about it up front and now you're going through it, this is a review for you. You're like, oh, I remember we talked about this. You said to look for this or to expect that.
It makes the process more comfortable.
Exactly, which is why we choose to educate up front and then move rather than let's do it and figure it out along the way. And then, at the end of our consultation, let me be right up front. We present buyers with a buyer's agency agreement. That's an agreement between us and them that we are working together. It establishes the terms, the time frame, what it's going to cost, and we are then typically making them aware that we need them to log onto the lender site and fill out their application and or submit their documentation. All of this is done so that the what ifs don't need to be there.
Demystifying the process, right?
Right. So we base this on, we get to looking based on knowing that it's a number that you can afford, and that within that affordability number, we found the number you're comfortable paying, right? And now it's time to hit the street because we already have those things in play. Now we're looking for houses that match those numbers in the areas that you're looking for as close as possible.
I like the commitment part about the buyer's agent agreement because it's almost like you're saying to the world or to everyone or the universe, what have you. It's like, I am committed to buying a house, and you sign here.
There it is. There it is.
Does it cost anything for a buyer's consultation?
No, buyer's consultation is completely free.
Okay.
Every now and again we have a consult, and at the end, sometimes we're feeling like I don't really know if this is the right mix.
So they're free.
And it's okay if you feel that way as well. You definitely want to be comfortable buying your home, and everyone's not meant to do the same thing at the same time with the same person, but it's okay. We want it to be we like each other, we're comfortable.
Tailor fit it. If you can.
Right. As much as possible, we want to make sure that we're going to get along and everybody's going to like each other. It makes it a lot more fun as we get on this roller coaster called
the journey of home buying. Yeah. So how does somebody find Mo?
If you're on Instagram, I am at Maurice Realtor. You can also text or call me at 202-327-1367. That's 202-327-1367.
For your real estate needs, just ask Mo.